race day and happy Unlocked Church Day. I'm not alone. My name is Scott Mendenhall, and we have the only one, Lily Wiener, over there.
What's happening?
Wearing an extra large t-shirt today.
I am so excited to be with you all, and also even more excited that I might actually win this race series.
It's close. It is mind-blowing how close this is. We are still tied.
So very excited.
At the moment, this is week 4. We are tied because we just won the presidential race.
Right.
It is close. We're not alone. Joey, how are you feeling where we're pulling away from you all of a sudden?
I am here, guys. I am here, and I am not feeling great about the situation.
But Joey, are you going to give up?
I'm not going to. I will never give up.
Let's go,
but
baby.
It does not feel good. That's all I got to say.
Joey,
I don't know what else to say. There's not much to say when I'm losing. I have more to say when I'm winning, but...
Well, yeah, so does everybody.
Joey, how did I just sneak my way in past you?
I don't know how... Lily, I have no idea how you specifically...
I'm
coming at you, girl.
It was a shocking moment. I think when she got the foxtail in the very first episode, and if you haven't watched all the episodes, we encourage you to go back, watch all the episodes from South Dakota. So much fun, so many shenanigans and all those things. But Lily pulls the foxtail. I think that was the trajectory you needed, Lil.
Yeah, it was. I just got some confidence. I was like, I can be in the running for this thing. And it was all I was doing for 36 hours. So it's like, when you know what you are about to attempt, however long it's going to be, that's all you're doing. Just do it well and finish.
And now here's the deal.
Except for last week's race.
What?
Except for last week's race.
With the bridge. We all have our moments. We all have our moments.
But that was the demise to both of you, was that race.
Sorry.
He does group you into that.
Yeah, but you didn't finish it. You couldn't sort it out.
I would have if I had time.
You had plenty of time. You had 20 minutes to get going. 20 minutes.
Yes, I was slow.
Yeah, so 20 minutes there. We're in a public place. We shut down, the city let us shut down a bridge for 20 minutes. I think if you can't get it by 20 minutes,
it's true.
But that really is what hurt you guys, is that I got full points, 100 points in both units with participation points.
But what didn't completely hurt us was that our race, whoever was also making calls, said that we deserve 25 points each just for trying. So,
I know, if you
I liked that.
When I heard that again this week, I was like, we never on this channel do participation points, and that's exactly what we did. Everyone got a trophy.
Today.
That was ridiculous. Okay, we have a really, really cool video segment that's going to be happening. We're filming in the next couple weeks where we are going to do all Great Lakes inside 24 hours on our one wheels. We're going to race from different spots, and we're going to add in a component of paddleboarding as well. And so you're going to want to subscribe to that channel, this channel as well, because that's going to be a fun series. We're going to launch it the Sunday after Labor Day is where we'll debut all of the crazy shenanigans we're going to do, again, in an RV. One Wheel's behind it as a company, so we're pretty stoked on it, and we're trying to get a couple other brands. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, I'm excited. Sure. There's also a lot of Great Lakes I haven't ever seen. So I've never been to South Dakota. I've never been to South Africa. So Johan, I'm coming to hang out. Let's go.
Well, how about
all the other places?
Because you just said I'm coming.
No, I can't go without you guys. I'm not going to race by myself in the wine vineyards of South Africa. I need you guys there with me.
And then, Dan, we're headed to you in the winter time where we will escape from the tundra stuff and film down there. We're thinking around Christmas time, if that works for you. It would be great, because I think it'll work really good for us as well. Okay, we got so many cool things planned, and we hope you're loving all the things we're doing on the other channel with Scott Mendenhall and Friends. And then this channel exists where we want to encourage you, inspire you, put a smile on your face, give you a pause in the week. And again, I do got to point out that, Lily, you rolled over it really fast when I said in the opening, you with your extra large t-shirt, and you didn't even say anything to it. I just would like to give you a chance.
I'm wearing a dress.
Oh!
This is a dress.
It's a dress.
So if you agree with me, put in the chat, just so I can get some people behind me today.
Because Joey, what do you think it looks like?
Well,
honestly,
today.
Here's the thing. I walked into this studio this morning about 2 hours ago to get ready for today, and first thing I asked, I'm like, is that a long tee? Like, you know how you can buy the long tee?
My
that
favorite
definitely
thing.
looks like a
All
long
right.
tee. She
All
says
right,
it's
ladies.
a dress.
Okay, ladies.
It's a dress because it's a long tee.
Okay, ladies. My favorite thing about us, one of my favorite things,
Is that you back each other up.
No.
Dude, tell us.
One of my favorite things.
Favorite thing about us in the
Dynamics.
studio?
No. Dynamics between.
Wait, are you talking about the studio you love?
I'm
or?
about to clarify. Dynamics between men and women. Men, like, you guys just are like, what is that? And like, is that a big t-shirt? And we're over here like, I'm wearing a t-shirt dress and it's cute and it makes sense because it's fashion right now. But like, you guys just like, that's weird. I never thought that would be a thing. And you're just like, I don't know. Not all of you though. I will say there are some of you that are like,
no, but I'm not saying.
You guys are just. I think we confuse you really easily. I think we can make a series about this. Like.
Okay, I was just trying to see if anyone's making comments. We got Michaela in there. She's just saying good morning, Unlock, friends. She's not addressing your long T-shirt. Lily, it is. It looks like. I mean, you look good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look like a T-shirt. It doesn't look bad.
It's a T-shirt dress. That's what it's called.
But another way of saying that it's just a big T-shirt.
Or it's a dress. Or
I don't think so. I'm pausing that because I'm like tomato.
It's a way of me being really lazy this morning.
Oh my gosh!
Because this is all you need. This is it right here.
So if I would have gotten like the 3X or something, I'd have the same thing you had on.
Unfortunately, your sleeves would be huge, so that's why you need the T-shirt.
Because my muscles are huge. You mean to say?
Sure they are.
Yes, Joey. Last closing thoughts on the T-shirt dress.
I would like to actually try that shirt on and see what it would look like.
Right.
Oh, that's a fair. That's a way to sort it out, isn't it?
We can do that sometime another time.
Okay.
Oh, young filmmaker, long T-shirt dress is a vibe.
Let's
and
go.
But then the emoji he puts after it lets you know it's sarcasm.
What is the vibe? I mean, what is the emoji?
It's the laughing with the tears coming out, like
I don't know. I still think Luke is on my side here. It's a vibe.
You do.
It's a vibe.
But no one is getting your back yet. Luke is the only one to comment, and he's from England. Well done. Okay, we got a great video for you. Again, we want to always take a second for us to examine our lives because we don't do that very much. We're off to riding one wheels or going to the party or going to the movies or whatever we're into. We don't take a moment to think about our life, and we don't think about the little things adding up to make a big difference. And so we have a comical video that kind of turns on that thought, the thinking of, it's just a little thing. It's just a little issue in my life. It's not really that big of a deal. But is it really just small? Watch this video. I think you'll get our what we're trying to say here. And then we're going to be back to give away another set of mini one-wheel kits. Check this out right here. Enjoy.
Hey, Dad, you got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, it's about that movie, okay?
Son, we've already talked about the movie.
I know we already talked about the movie, okay? But just hear me out, okay? Some of my friends are going to see the movie, okay? And so what I'm saying is, I know the message of the movie does not coincide with the message of the Bible, okay? I'm aware of that. But it's just a little message, okay? It's just a little bit, so I don't think it matters, okay? And I know there is some gore in the movie, okay? But listen, it's just a little gore, just a little, okay? And I know it's not real, okay? And there's some cussing, or as you would say, language in the movie, okay? And I know that, but it's just a little language, okay? And I know it's not real, okay? And there's some nudity, okay?
Son.
No, hear me, let me finish, okay? It's just a little nudity, it's just a little. And I know it's not real.
Son.
No, Dad, please, can I please go see the movie, please?
Okay.
I knew it! You don't ever let me do anything. I don't even know why I ask you what.
Son, I said you can go see the movie.
You're the best dad ever. Thanks.
Okay, I knew we were gonna have this conversation, so I decided that I would make you my famous brownies. These have been in the family for generations, for decades.
Thanks. I'm gonna take it with me and sneak it in the theater.
No. Son, I want you to go ahead and eat the brownie now. Okay?
Huh?
Yeah, I want you to go ahead and eat it now. Same great ingredients that I've always put in the brownie, son. Since you were a little kid. Eggs, the cocoa, the butter, the flour, the vanilla. But I added something this time. Just a little bit of something, but I added
You
something.
shouldn't mess with perfection.
Well, that's kind of my point, son. Yeah.
Was it paprika?
No.
Was it allspice?
No.
Was it allspice?
No.
What was it?
Dog poop. Dog poop.
is dog poop? From the big dog or the little dog?
Little dog.
That's a load off. Why would you?
Son, it's just a little bit. It shouldn't affect the whole batch. It's just a little bit.
I get it.
What?
No.
What?
The next time you don't want me to go see a movie, just say, son, don't go see the movie. Don't feed me poop brownies. I don't even want to see the movie now. I just want to go get something to drink. There better be lemonade in the refrigerator.
There you have it. That is such a hilarious way to
Poop
illustrate
brownies.
poop brownie and maybe potentially pee.
I feel like
lemonade.
that's something you would do to us.
I've already done it to you. I savored in the idea that I was the only one that knew and you didn't. All right, we do want to say good morning to a bunch of people in the chats. We got Michaela in there. Good to see you, Michaela. She says she would wear your T-shirt
I know she
as
would.
well.
Trust me, I know.
So we do, Johan Richards, good to have him in there.
Yes.
Also
so
to
good.
see that he's saying his sister has
Yeah.
that in white,
Hi, Johan, sister.
but he doesn't understand the whole deal. Neither do we. I told
Exactly
Lily.
my point.
I told you earlier that you should have put a belt around it. It would have been very that would have made it more or less of a t-shirt deal. Young filmmaker, good to have you in the chat as well. Dan Woodham and his 23 chickens.
Yes, hello.
Hello,
Wow.
chickens.
Okay,
That's-
Dan, wait. We gotta pause. Dan, I saw the cutest thing yesterday that I'm gonna get for your chickens. I'm going to get this for his chickens.
What?
Okay, Joey, please make sure I remember to do this. Okay, so I
Okay.
saw these little things. It was so cute. I saw this on TikTok, okay? So,
So
they
it's-
make these plastic, like, things that you put around your chickens' shoulders to make them look like T-Rexes with the little arms. So
Unbelievable.
How
so
are you gonna
cute,
get that?
Dan. I'm gonna order it to his house.
And then
Okay, Dan, there you
He's-
have
and
it.
he's not
They
gonna
They
need
put
make
it
them
on.
for chicks and chickens. All you do is put it around them like a scarf, and they're little plastic arms, and they look like mini
You know,
T-Rexes.
That's
I would
great.
I would love
cute.
to see a video of Lily trying to
put 'em on?
Put those on the chicken.
I agree
That
with
actually
this.
That would
funny.
be a great
we can make
video.
that happen.
We can, and then Dan, we're gonna get it sent to you. We got Tim Bailey in the house. Good to see Tim.
Tim.
Kayla Lilly. Good to see Ryan Richards. Good morning. We have Sarah Briggs. Good morning. We got heaps of people in there.
So fun. So fun.
Dan says I saw those.
Yes.
And then he's laughing out
We need
loud
to get you those, Dan. We gotta get them.
because your life isn't complete until you have put
oh my
a T-Rex
gosh, it's just an adorable
costume on.
little thing. They're like,
Yeah. This is what every chicken owner wants. T-Rex suit for their chickens. Well done. Okay. We're going to play a quick game. It's Joey and I versus each other. Lily's emceeing the deal. It is all about the mouth. Write in the comments who you think has the biggest mouth in the race series. Who has the biggest
it's
mouth?
definitely not me.
Yes, Joey, you have a thought?
I have a thought.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Physically, Lily. Speaking wise,
Scott!
Oh, man.
I do have a large mouth. Like, I don't know why I have, my jaw is big.
Yeah, you have the Steven Tyler mouth.
I love Steven Tyler.
Yeah, he's got a
such
big
a
mouth.
rock star. Steven and I.
Yeah, he probably wears the T-shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
Dress as well.
Steven, you know, one of my favorite from him is when he says,
Sarah Briggs says Scott. She didn't even. She's not even like she thought about it. She's like Scott. Like it's in there. It's like smoke is coming off how fast it typed.
Yes, literally,
Okay.
Scott has the biggest mouth.
Let's go. Yes.
Yeah, he just has like that Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. He did a cover once.
Steven Tyler.
No, he did. I know he did.
Steven Tyler did Steven Tyler. Or are you talking about the boss?
Bruce Springsteen also did, but I know Steven Tyler did because I remember the video.
I don't know about that one. All right, let's get to the mouth quiz. You are playing at home for mini one-wheel kits. Whoever scores the most first to get the letters in will win the mini one-wheel kits. Let's roll with the first question, Lily.
All right. So question number 1 is, boys, approximately.
Joey, you're up first.
How many months of your life do you estimate that you brush your teeth? So you, or your average Joe, how much time do you think is accumulated in your whole lifetime of brushing? these guys.
Can I
Let's
just
see the
see the slide
answers.
one more time?
Let's see the
Because I
answers.
only saw one of the answers. So
Well,
can I
that's
see
probably
that
the one you
slide?
should go with.
So we have A, 17 months, B, 2 months, C, 124 months, or D, 35 months.
And they say you're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes.
Twice a day,
I
2
am-
minutes,
2 minutes.
2 minutes a day.
Going to go D, 35 months.
Is he correct? Let's take a look.
The
Is
answer
it
is...
D,
Come on,
35
come on.
months?
Come on.
It is B, 2
Are you
months.
serious? That's
2
it?
months of your
That's
life. Yeah.
it?
It's,
I thought it would be more than that.
Yeah, I
For
agree
your
with
whole
you.
life?
That's what
I think so. It just doesn't... That
No.
doesn't seem right.
No, that's
Wait, on
that's
average...
on the internet.
Someone look that up.
Unbelievable. Okay, okay.
All right, question number
Wait,
2.
hold on. We got John saying D, Dan saying D. What was it? What was the answer?
The answer was 2 months.
B. No one said B. We want to argue with that one. That just doesn't...
Yeah. Argue.
So wait. What was the average age did you go to?
No, in one's lifetime.
So, okay, let's go average age of 80, and you brush 2 times, so 4 minutes, so 80 times 4 is what?
320.
And what did we just say?
Is that right?
I'm just saying,
2
something's off
months?
with that.
No, I found it online. Let's go to question number 2, which I also found online.
Okay.
We just love Google. How many baby teeth do we start with, guys? Is it more or less than our adult teeth? Is it A, 36, B, 20, C, 32, or D, 33?
I'm going
what
B.
do we think?
B.
All right, Scott
The answer is
says
B. It's gotta be.
What is the correct answer? Make
B.
sure to put it
Wait,
in the
you
chat.
didn't even give me a
Yeah!
chance. You didn't even give me a chance to
Joey.
answer the question.
It was
His
my
turn.
turn, bro. Get out of here.
Oh, I
So,
thought we both.
did you
No.
know that we start with less teeth than when we finish?
How much? Do we
Kate
finish
Matthews
with?
says if it's on the internet,
Hey,
it's got to be
Kate.
right.
Yeah, Kate, I agree.
Lily, how many do we have
32?
as an adult?
36? Something like that?
She doesn't know. What are you talking about? All right, let's get to the next question.
I don't either.
Okay, next question.
Let's put it up.
All right, what are the bumps on your tongue called? Is it A, taste buds, B, plaque, C, papillae, I don't know how to pronounce that,
I'm
or
going with
G,
C.
or D, gingiva.
Wait, you're not going taste buds, Joey?
The bumps on your tongue. The bumps on your tongue, what are they
I
called?
think that it is. It might be. No, I'm going
No.
with C. I'm going with the scientific
All right,
word.
Joey, let's see if you are
Not
right.
taste buds.
The answer
Even
is...
though it is probably taste buds, I'm sure. It is.
C.
Yeah, right.
See, you were right.
I was
That
right.
it is a very-
Wait, we
First
call taste
instinct.
buds.
No.
Those
We do.
are probably taste buds,
No,
but
like
it's a
the
scientific
bumps
term.
on your tongue. Like,
I'm sure.
that's what that's called.
Yeah, I agree with
Google
Lily
it.
on that. I got it
So
right.
the bumps on my tongue are not the taste buds you're saying.
You have taste buds, but that's not the bumps on your tongue. Right.
Oh.
All right, next question. Scott's
Mind
question
blowing.
right here. Hopefully you are engaging in the chat with your answers
They are
as
doing
well.
great.
Let's see the next question. What makes cavities contagious? Okay, A, they are not contagious. Lily, what are you saying? B, by eating the same candy as someone else. C, kissing. Or D, sharing a spoon with someone who has a cavity.
Okay, I gotta say, this is a ridiculous question. This is ridiculous. No one's ever said a cavity is contagious. Get out of here with your banter craziness. I'm going. Lily's got her face covered. What's wrong with this girl?
Because it's funny.
It's funny.
I didn't know this either. I didn't know.
So you're saying it's contagious?
No, I didn't know whether or not they were. So I
So
Googled
like
it.
your mouth is full of cavities. Stay
No,
away from me.
no.
If they're
I may or
contagious,
may not have cavities.
You do.
Currently.
you do have cavities. You went to the dentist recently.
I
remember?
did, and he just told me to use Act mouthwash. So he said I have onset cavities that could be taken care of with set
They're
mouthwash.
contagious. So if you got a bunch in your mouth, if they're contagious, one of those that you've been kissing either a bunch of people, or I'm going A. They're not contagious. That's what I'm saying. Final answer. A. What's the answer? The answer is kissing.
Answer is that they
Stop.
surely are contagious. It may come as a surprise to you.
I'm shocked.
Cavities are contagious.
No
Just
way.
like catching a cold in the wintertime,
We
you can also catch
We'll
a
be
cavity.
asking Dr. Luke about this.
This is ridiculous.
Studies have shown
Yeah.
that cavities can be transmitted.
Okay, hold on. This one for I'm stepping out.
I knew this one was gonna get you guys. I
Okay,
just
this
knew it.
is I'm calling a dentist
right
now.
now.
Yes. This is too much.
This is embarrassing.
Okay, this is too much. There's no way. Like, and he's gonna go, why are you calling me so early in the morning? Because we're for everybody. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Luke, you're on speakerphone and online at the moment. I have a dentist question for you.
Yes.
Okay, are cavities contagious?
No. Well, 99% no. If you share a toothbrush, you can reintroduce bacteria, but it's very unlikely and very rare.
Okay,
Okay,
would kissing help spread cavities?
Blanket statement, no.
Okay,
No,
because
if-
Lily just put a game together
No,
and said that
if-
kissing spreads cavities. Just checking.
If bacteria.
Sorry, Lily.
No.
There it is!
Yeah.
From the
That
doctor
is
himself!
not what Google says.
Thank you.
Well,
Lily.
That's not what Google
this is
said.
exactly
I'll see you in a
why
bit.
you don't always
Bye.
listen to the internet.
Well, Google
All right, hey.
said, and I have a degree in youth studies, so it literally has nothing to do with these quizzes I've been making. So my best friend is the Google, okay? And I guess I should have called my Dr. Luke. I mean, my Dr. Luke, my dentist, Dr. Luke. But
Yeah.
but that's if
Hey, that means I win!
if
Woo!
cavities
No,
can
no.
be transmitted between a toothbrush, then by bacteria, then cavities can be transmitted by
I think-
bacteria and kissing.
I'm
if
going to go
you're-
out on a limb here. I'm going to say brushing your teeth is different than kissing. I'm just going to say it's probably you're brushing to your tooth. Kissing, I mean, without
But you know what? You know what that did there, though?
What?
It gave us a good laugh.
Oh yeah, you're good for that. What if the Dan goes? What if the question was wrong? The whole game just blew up.
Yeah,
The
it's
questions
true.
are all wrong. Lily's been messing with us. Okay, and then Kayla, Lily, 4 minutes a day, 365 days. That's 78.5 years in 30 days in a month. That equals 63 months of brushing teeth.
Well,
So that was wrong too.
yeah, Kayla, you just
Lily, we are set.
busted that.
We-
I just found all these online.
We would like you to get better research. Like
That's all I got.
Wikipedia is not a
I didn't
resource.
go to Wikipedia. I went to like fun facts about your mouth on this random dentist office site.
Yeah, random. There's what the problem was. Okay, thank you for everyone playing and having a good laugh with us. Lily's gonna count up to see who actually won the made up. I mean, let's be honest. It's just you're guessing to see what Lily is going to say the right answer is. That's what makes it even better. It's like, if Lily says it's true, it's probably not. Okay, we got a great moment for you guys to pause and reflect. We got a song that it's a slower song. Just take a moment, don't log off, and listen to the words. And may you take a moment and pause. What role does Jesus play in your life? What role does God play in your life? Are you going towards God? Are you trying to ask God, what are your plans for my life? Or are you like trying to figure out who God is and who Jesus is? Or on the other, or maybe you're going the other direction. You're like, I don't want anything to do with religion and Jesus. Hey, figure all that out. I mean, figure it out. That's a bit of a tall order to figure out in such a short amount of time. But pause and think about that stuff during this. And then we're going to come back up and we're going to talk about the mouth right after this video. I think you're going to learn a lot today. We're going to talk about what is gossip, what is slander. Is it a big deal? Does it hurt? Talking about all of that right after this worship song. Check out this song right here. We'll be right back. Enjoy.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. In all my days, I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. In all my days, I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, and in darkest night, you are close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend. I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Hey, your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me, Father. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down and surrendered now, I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Thank you, Father. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Lift your hands and say, 'cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yes, I will sing of the goodness of God. Never stop singing. I will sing of the goodness.
Man, that song is so good, even as it's fading off into the background. I hope you took a moment to pause. I am so grateful to have everybody playing in the chat with us with the game and laughing with us. We really do hope that we give you an escape from your week and give you a chance to really think about who you are and what kind of person you want to be. I know that who I am and who I want to be is very different, and I'm always trying to figure out who I want to be, but in light of who Jesus says I am, in light of God. Like that's the filter I look through. And so today we got a fun topic. We probably could spend days and days upon it, but we are going to spend a few moments on it to get you to think about your mouth and not about are cavities contagious. Oh my gosh, I still really shaking my head at you.
We don't know. We don't really
We
know.
do know. Are you
We
serious?
Don't, we
Are
don't
you serious?
truly know.
All right, I have a pillow in my hand. Lily, what is your favorite kind of pillow to sleep with?
I would say like that, like a feather pillow.
Feather pillow.
Yeah. I like cushion, like you fall into it.
How about you, Joey? What do
You know, that's a great question because I really don't know. I don't really research my pillows, so I don't
not
know.
even care?
Like, I have had great pillows and I have had absolutely terrible pillows. And now what makes a great pillow? I I don't know. I just like one pillow.
Yes.
I like 2.
No.
It's too much.
One pillow.
I need my head it's 2 pillows. Is
I
too
don't
much. It's
like feathery pillows because they end up flat. Like then you end up. It's just.
That's why you need a cotton pillow and a feather pillow on top.
Just give me a memory foam pillow would be
Okay.
is great. Okay. But the thing about, have you ever, like, seriously, this is, have you ever just wanted to make a mess of them?
No, but now I do.
Okay.
I've always wondered
like
if it's
this is
really...
what's inside your pillow.
No! I've always wondered if it was really feathers inside.
Oh my gosh, there's so many
Scott, why are
feathers.
you doing that?
Look at that, it's like so much feather.
That is a lot of felt.
Wow, it just keeps.
I have always wondered if it was truly just
I
feathers.
wonder what kind of feathers those
So
are.
much?
Look at this, like my
I was
feet
not
are gone.
expecting that.
What's that?
I was not expecting it
coming
to be
over
that
there.
much.
I know.
Oh.
Weird.
It's so soft.
What? Who do you think? It is so.
It's so,
Okay.
I just...
All right.
I wanna
Oh, look at it.
leave.
It's everywhere. It's creating a mess. It's stuck in your nose.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Lily,
Okay.
Get back to your side.
Now, did you know, like, we did do this for a reason. We're going to get to that in a second. But did you know this? If you watched the opening race today, when we're racing through the presidents and stuff, that actually is not how it happened. Joey, was that race recorded or edited in an accurate fashion of what took place that day?
No. There's a lot missing because there's a lot more than that happened. You just saw part of what happened.
Yeah, you get to see part of what takes place in the race because it turned out to be like almost an hour-long race.
It was long.
We had to track
But
down.
you know why it was long? Because we were having so much fun.
Oh, it was
It
a
was
lot
a
of fun.
fun race.
Plus, we couldn't find presidents.
Yeah, that's what made it fun. You're trying to track down presidents everywhere.
It was fun.
And racing, and we had the city at the beginning to ourselves because it was so early in the morning. But when it came down to edit it, it was like, holy cow, how are we going to tell this story that is still true? The winners, the way it ended is the way it happened. It looks like we went and found 3 presidents instead of we all went and found 8 plus a tiebreaker because we all had tied. And so it got edited down to tell a different story, which is the power of editing, but is not accurate to what took place. That's the power of editing. You change the story to our liking, the best way we wanted to tell the story.
We have power.
We had power. Now, same with the way we talk of others or we tell stories of others. We have power to control the narrative. We can tell stories that would build either myself up or put someone down. Like I can tell a story about Lily in a way that would put her down or lift her up when I talk to other people. Like, have you ever found yourself telling, hey, have you heard the latest information on such and such at work? Or if you're a part of a big family and you talk to your siblings, hey, did you hear what my sister did or your sister did? And you're telling it in a way to level you up and level them down. Often those are called gossip and slander. We don't use the words gossip or slander. We use gossip, in our Western culture terms, but slander, that's not a phrase or a word that we use very often. So Joey, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Go for it.
When you hear the word gossip
Yep.
and slander, do you think they're the same or are they separate? If they're separate, what do you think they mean?
Well,
Go for it.
I feel like since they are 2 different words, and I feel like they're very similar, but they might be different. I don't know exactly how they're different, but I think gossip and like slander is like saying something that is untrue about the person that makes them look bad.
Okay.
And so I think that is slander / gossip. Now the difference, I don't know that answer.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
We talked about it in the office the other day, Joey, when you were at football practice. We were talking about this, and it was like, very difficult to answer. So, Lily, what is a gossiper then? This we did not talk about. Like, we're looking for the word gossip and slander, but how about a gossiper? What is a good definition of a gossiper?
Someone who gossips?
That is not a good answer.
Okay, I'm just clarifying. Well, I think gossip, someone who gossips, they're saying things that may or may not be true. They're just spewing their words. They're running their mouth, and it may or may not be true, like
So is it
what they're saying.
Yeah, Joey.
Is it kind of like, so Lily, correct me if I'm wrong, but kind of like you're assuming something about someone that like you think might be true, but you don't know, but you like say it.
I think that could definitely be a part of gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
kind
I
of what-
think this is how I wrote it in my notes. A gossiper. This is not defining what gossip is, but a gossiper, one that gossips, is one who has privileged information about people and events and reveals that information to those that have no business knowing it. So it's like, it's not good or bad. It's not, we always think gossip's right to just the negative side, but it is information, just information that you know, but you don't have any business sharing. It's like when you go to tell these stories, is the individual you're sharing with, are they part of the solution or part of the problem? If it's neither one of those, then you might not need to be sharing that information with those individuals. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the next question, especially in light of us talking about looking through the lens of Jesus in a lot of areas in our lives, the question we would ask is a big religious word or question. Is gossip a sin? And sin is defined like this: missing the mark. Target on the bullseye is bullseye. So is gossip, are we sinning if we gossip? Okay, that's the question. And let's make sure that we do get to the definition of gossip. I want to make sure that but before we do that, let's, we're asking that question to you, Lil. Is gossip a sin? What do you think? Ooh, that's like the $1 million question. Isn't it?
I think yes.
Okay.
Hesitantly said.
Why do you say that?
Because I think it separates people.
Okay. How about you, Joey? What do you say? Is gossip a sin? Is it like missing the mark?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Lily. I don't know for a fact, but I think it's missing the mark in gossiping. Like if sin is a bullseye and you're trying to be like that perfect and sinless, like Jesus, then gossip is definitely not that bullseye. I think it's missing the mark. So I would say it's a sin.
Okay, so and I agree, it is. It's missing. We're to, especially as followers of Jesus, we're to share good news, not the bad news. And so if you're not sharing the good news, and I'm not talking about the good news of like, hey, we got an inch of rain when we needed it. That's great, that's fine, but we're talking about news about other people, and we're talking about good news in the idea of that Jesus died on a cross and rose for us to pay the price of our sins. That's the good news. Bad news is where you're going to go and put somebody down. Gossip tends to be more negative than positive.
Yeah.
It tends to put people down and uplift you as the person sharing. Gossip is never usually building anyone up or building the scenario up. So I wrote it like this. Gossip is an easy sin to commit and comes in many forms. It comes in the forms of venting, spreading rumors, sharing opinions, and seeking advice. Those are opportunities where gossip tends to lurk. And that's where I'm saying we're supposed to spread the good news and not the bad news. But let's be honest. To be able to spread news, Lily and Joey, about somebody that you have privileged information about, it's kind of thrilling.
Right.
To come over and go, hey, Lily, did you hear?
Like, okay, so and this isn't really gossip, but I think it does the same thing in us. Like, over the weekend, or like we have our days off on Mondays, and I'm typically not around the office, and I work with Scott and Holly and Joey, and so when I come in on Tuesdays, I'm like, what happened in between the time where I was with them and when I wasn't with them that I can tell them about, that I can share, because I want to be like, hey, guess what happened? Hey, guess who said this? And it gives me this feeling of like, I want to share with someone, and I think that same feeling that I get an excitement to share with my friends, like, and bring them along in what's going on in my life, is the same as what happens with gossip, but they're two different reasons. They're two different things that, like, one builds up and one tears down. You know what I mean?
So when you're sharing a story, ask yourself, am I building the individual I'm talking about up, or am I tearing them down? Am I helping them or not helping them? We often talk about around the dinner table in my family, because we have 8 kids and there's a lot of stories being shared. Are you tearing them down? Because when we're tearing an individual down, it's usually to lift us up so that we look better. Gossip allows us to create a platform where we are better, that the target of whatever scenario is no longer on us. We don't look as bad as that individual. And so we try to tell stories in a way that would build us up and tear down the other person. Gossip is disguised, listen to this. Gossip is disguised as a friendly invitation for friendship, but contains a dangerous disease inside. Gossip is like a cancer spreading like a wildfire through gossipers. And my point with the feathers is this is what it looks like to gossip. If I told Lil, I need you to clean up every feather, I need you to pick it up. Like if you could see it, like we got feathers on the other side of these cameras. The more we talk, the more we move, it's spreading. Now imagine I said, Lily, on next Sunday, you pick it up, and we had to wait till then, how much this would have spread everywhere. It would be impossible to clean up the mess, but this is a representation of what happens when we gossip, is it just takes off. Wherever the wind's going to take it, it goes everywhere. You look at both Lily and I, we got feathers in our hair and on our shirts because it's stuck to us. Yeah, that happens when we gossip, is we make a mess, and then when we get caught or we're like, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that, it's too late. It's everywhere. And that's why we want to be very careful on the way we speak about others and to others. So 2 Corinthians is written by the author Paul. Paul is the guy that wrote most of the second part of the Bible, the New Testament. And this is what he writes. It's on your screens. For I am afraid that when I come, I may find you as I want you to be. I will not find you as I want you to be. And you may not find me as you want me to be. I fear that there may be discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, slander, gossip, arrogance, and disorder. Okay, so Paul writes a bunch of things he's afraid of, which sounds like a mess he's walking into. But when we talk about gossip and slander, most people think they're interchangeable. It's the same definition for both, but to Paul's writing, he's separating the two words. But why? What is it? So here is the two working definitions of today. Here is gossip. Gossip is sharing information that ought not to be shared. It may or may not be true. Okay? It may or may not be true. Slander is spreading false information. So, did you get the two different? Slander is made up. There's not an ounce of truth to it. You're just making it up, but maybe you didn't make it up. Maybe it's like me going to Lily, One Wheel is doing such and such, and I'm not going to say it because somebody will pull a sample out and say, look, Scott's saying that One Wheel's doing this, and that would be.
Yes.
But I could make up some crazy thing about One Wheel. She hears it. She goes and tells somebody. She doesn't know she's got.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Right.
She thought it was true. It's like our checking in with our great Dr. Luke Dennis saying, hey, can you actually spread cavities? So we're not slandering about teeth, right? We're trying to make sure we're spreading truth. Okay, so you need to understand the two. I wrote it like this. We need to understand that one can be gossiping and slandering at the same time, and one can be gossiping and not slandering at the same time. In other words, gossip can be true and slander is false. So, the wisest man to ever live, do you know who the Bible says that is?
I do.
Who?
King Solomon.
King Solomon. Joey, do you know who King Solomon's father was, the second king of Israel?
David.
Yes, David, man, you guys are on fire today. They're looking good. Woo! No, Joey, when it flashes back from me to you, I notice how tan I am, or my color correcting is not right on this camera because dang.
You are tan.
You're a tan.
You
guy.
are.
Look at that! My face is on fire.
Yeah, well, you've been outside.
Look at that, and then I got raccoon eyes.
You've been getting life
Man,
done outside.
Joey.
But you know what? Can I just jump in real quick?
Absolutely.
Like
Wanna
when you
hear
were
it.
talking about like slander, it reminds me of like that game, like telephone where you,
Oh, yeah.
where
Yes.
you whisper something into someone's ear and then it goes on and on. But
Yes.
then it like changes. I feel like the more it spreads and stuff, the more it like changes and the more like untrue it gets, and it can just be a messy thing.
Yeah, think about that back to the feathers that we have in this room. Right now, we know that these came from a pillow. But if somebody walks in here, oh my gosh, some bird
Yes.
got eaten.
So much. That's probably That would probably
You know
be the
what I
first
mean?
thing I thought.
And then as they start floating around, somebody's going to pick up a feather. This feather was probably used for the Canadian geese to build nests.
that happened to you.
And really all it is we just ripped open a pillow.
Yeah.
But people begin to put their own narrative to
similar.
it, their own twist to it, because it makes it juicier. It is fun to share information that has no business being shared. Wisest man to ever live, and we say that because when you read through the Bible, it is said of King Solomon, who David is his father, the second king of Israel. Solomon writes these words in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 13. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Which side of that do you fall on? Do you like the juicy stuff when you're at the water cooler, or maybe you're in a Zoom meeting and then you're private chatting somebody and saying, oh, did you hear about this person over the weekend? I saw a picture of them. They were at this bar without their wife or their husband. They are just a hot mess. Which are you a trustworthy person that keeps a secret? Like, I want to have people close to me that I can share information with, that I can trust. Now, here's the tough bit, is because now there's a tension that gets created in this topic, because there is information that can be shared. Like for instance, Lily in the t-shirt dress thing she's got going on, okay? It's public.
I'm so glad you could use this for you.
If we walked out of here and I went to where we're going to go to AMC Theater in Maple Grove here in a few moments, and I go, hey, did you see what Lily's wearing today? That's not gossip.
Are you going to do that?
It could happen.
Because I'm going to change. No,
I'm not going to do that. But if I did go do that, is that gossip? Is it slander? No. It's me just saying, hey, do you see what Lily's wearing today? Or if Joey went to AMC Theater and go, hey, did you see that Scott got a new XR one wheel? It's information he has. It's public. And he's just sharing, because when you're inside a community, people will talk about people in the community. Not in a bad way. Not like he's not tearing me down. He's not making a platform of going, oh, he shouldn't have. He's just sharing information about people he loves and cares about. It's like when Joey has a great pup named Ace. And Joey, like twice a year, what do you do to Ace? You give him a haircut, but what do you do when you cut his hair? Shave him bald?
Yeah, I mean, we just shaved him.
You did?
Well, yeah, it's short.
Okay.
It's like real short now.
So, like, would you be offended if I told somebody about, hey, Joey just shaved his dog's fur off? Is that offensive?
No.
Does it sound like gossip?
No.
Okay. That's my point, is that some people want to get onto this topic and say all information that is shared is gossip and should not be. But inside community, people are going to talk about each other, not in a... I'm not putting down Joey as a dog owner. I'm not saying Joey shouldn't have shaved the dog. We're talking about people that we love. And so we don't want to get lost in that, okay, anytime I talk about somebody, it's gossip or slander. That's not truth. If it's public knowledge, if it's information that's not tearing down or making me be puffing me up, then it's okay to talk about. Lil, now you seem to be staring off into the distance. Are you thinking on that? Or?
I know, I'm just thinking about all of it. Yeah. Just thinking about, like, how he used the word secret.
Yeah.
And about things like, I don't want to be a secretive person.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't feel like I am a secretive person. I don't have secrets that I don't want other people knowing. Now, there are things that if I'm walking through something, like, I'm probably just going to go to a certain person or couple people to walk through it with them before I go and share it with the masses.
Yeah.
So
I always like
processing.
If you need a way to process, am I about to tell gossip or slander? If you are about to give information and it's about a mess, like a relational mess, are you a part of the solution or the problem? Like that individual you're going to go to, are they part of the solution or are they part of the problem? If they're not, then that information shouldn't be shared. That's how you define. Don't spread those things when, okay, this person is not a part of fixing it, not cleaning it up, and they're not part of the problem, so they don't need to know. If you bring somebody else in and it's just to share information, that's gossip. Now, there are times especially as a job I do as a pastor. I mean, there's times I pull people in because they're part of the solution and they give wisdom on the topic. They're trusted. There's somebody that I'll lean on. And when I don't know what the wise thing to do is, I will run by topics with them or scenarios going, okay, got an individual that's going through this. What would you say is the wise thing to do? But you got to remember, somebody that will gossip to you will also gossip about you. And I'm just telling you, we all like juicy news. Hey, did you hear this about such and such? And we want to lean in. But the minute you do that, you insert yourself into a narrative that you have no business to do. And then you know what happens is that we become more anxious and more this emotional mess because we're taking on stuff that we have no business taking on. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, they're concerned about what's happening in Arkansas. There's some stuff going down there. Like I saw this stuff on the news today about Arkansas. I'm like, you know you live in Minnesota, right? And what's happening there is like, it's sad and unfortunate, but it's not directly impacting you. So don't take on that information. Like when you take on information from friends and people that you have no business taking on, now you have to manage those things. You have to now try to not see that individual through that lens of what you just heard. Lily said when I was talking about this, she's like, it's fake news. Mm-hmm. Right? It's just
slander.
fake. It's slander is fake news. It's just made up. I mean, that's what our news stations are, at least in Western culture. It's just fake news. Now, here's some truth on this. Let's say you just see something in somebody's life and they're going through it. What do you do when you know somebody's going down the wrong way, the wrong path? What do you do? Titus writes in Titus chapter 3, verse 9. Actually, I think it's Paul writing to Titus. He says this: avoid foolish conversations and genealogies and arguments and quarrels about the law, because these are unprofitable and useless. What he's saying here is if you just sit there and fight over religious things, what's the point? That's just not, it doesn't help anything. And then he goes on and says, warn a divisive person once. So if you know somebody is telling slanderous things or they're spreading gossip, warn them. Go to that individual. If it's Lily, I would go to Lily. If we can go to the wide shot. It would be like me coming over to Lily and going, Lily, I heard you said this about me. Is it true?
No.
Okay, if she said no, that's great. She says no.
You just go to the person you're saying.
I go to Lily and I ask her the question, hey, is this true? She says no. It's like, well, I just was hearing through the grapevine. People are saying you're saying this. She says no. Then it's over. Okay. I just went to her. And then Paul says, and then warn them a second time. So let's say she says, no, I didn't say that. Okay, cool.
But then you hear it again.
You hear it again.
Okay.
Come back to the individual. Hey, I'm hearing it again. Okay. You say no. No, it's not true.
No, it's not true.
Okay. Then after that, have nothing to do with them. You may be sure that such a person are warped and sinful. They are self-concerned. Because I
would be lying to you.
Yeah, you're not telling the truth.
Right.
And so it's like, okay, it doesn't mean we're a jerk to her. It doesn't mean we don't love her. It means, okay, I don't need to associate with her for a season because she's going through something. I'm going to pray for her. I'm going to still want the best for her, but I'm going to separate myself from her so that I don't continue to get hurt. But I'm going to address it. When I hear people saying, like I hear through the grapevine somebody saying something, I usually call them right away. Why? Because I don't want the rumor mill going. I don't want that version. I want the facts. I want to know, is that true? Not to be angry, but so when we get the facts, we can actually begin to do something. See, when Titus is saying you're coming to talk to him, we're assuming it's through love. We are correcting them in a loving manner without condemning them. But if they continue to gossip, you got to say goodbye. We've got to say goodbye. And if we wrap up this thought, I love what Jesus says here. It's really weighty, but this is what Jesus says on this. So dial in really quick. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. I tell you, Jesus says this, on the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word they speak. Woo! For by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. Okay, well, it's not just your actions. It's by the words you speak. So if you're spreading lies, guess what? You're going to you're going to have to give an account for it. You're going to have to say why you did that. And if you think that's going to be, like, God's going to, oh, that's cool, that makes sense. He's going to go, where was love in that? And if there's no love in it, it gets thrown out, gone. And then, by your words, you will be saved, meaning, boy, if the things that I did say out of love. That is what you want to do. You want to say more things out of love than out of deceit and out of lies and slander and gossip. And so it's a quick overview of gossip and things, but I think this is one of the biggest things that's destroying relationships, destroying families, destroying marriages, is that people are putting their spouses and their friends in a position that makes them look better. They're standing on their shoulders in a way of, the friends I do life with, they're all morons. They make bad decisions, and here's an example of their bad decisions, and they don't need to be talking about those. At the end of the day, are you lifting people up or are you tearing them down? This is for you to kind of do a little bit of homework on it. We often say this here online. What is Jesus saying to you, and what are you going to do about it? Have you been talking about people in a way that you know you shouldn't be speaking about them? It's time to change those things, because that's where the world looks at people that follow Jesus and go, wait, what's the difference about you? You're putting people down just like I put everybody down. You're spreading lies that's not truth. And I'm sure we could open this up between Lily and Joey and let them fire away questions. We just don't have time. And so maybe next week we'll do a little bit of that, opening up for Q&A from you guys on this topic of gossip and slander, and figure out what's the right way to handle these things. And so that's what we're going to do next week. So you guys have a little bit of time to really think about, but how about this? Is it okay if I say this? Or what do I do when I know information about somebody that could hurt somebody? Should I say something? Is that gossip? We want to talk about all those things next week right here. So I hope that intrigues you and is enough of a carrot to draw you in. Guys, let me pray for you really quick, and then we will get ready to sign off. Jesus, I thank you for everybody that's in the chat and watching throughout the week. I ask that right now you be tapping them on the shoulder or their heart to make changes, to let go of things, that they would build people up and not tear people down, that we would weigh out our words before we say it, that if we are spreading rumors, that we'd stop. If we are in the middle of a battle of words, that we would rest on your shoulders and not our ability to craft great stories. Jesus, may we become more like you and less like ourselves. Jesus, we love you. Your name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you guys for hanging with us. And we want to give you a chance to give. And it's not because, if Scott did a great job, you should give to Unlock Church. It's not any of that. It really is because we teach all of the Bible, and Jesus talks about giving a portion of our resources, 10% of what comes in. It's a great first step of saying, I trust Jesus with my life. And so we make it super easy. You can text the number 77977 and type the word unlock in the message part, and it'll walk you through how to give. You can go to unlockchurch.com and go to give there, and you can sign up for regular giving. Those that are giving, thank you so much. It's obedience to God, but we are using it to create an online community to be able to help people right where they are, to step in their messes and partner with people to unlock their God-given greatness. So thank you for giving your resources, trusting God with those, and trusting us with it. We're not building fancy houses in Minnesota. We are genuinely going after to help people in this world. We got some really cool upcoming events as we wrap up. Lily, give us one. What's the one thing they need to know about right now?
We have a summer camp coming up for all school ages. So from all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade, your kids can join us for a summer camp in person in Minnesota. So if you're not local, get on a plane, get in a car, get on a boat, come over here. We want you to join us. So here is the flyer for that. We did a digital version of this earlier this summer, and now we're just gonna straight up bring it to life. So we are doing the Race of Your Life in person, July 25th through 27th. If you are interested in this, even if you want to come out and volunteer for it, you can go to unlocksummercamp.com for all the information, and we are very excited for this summer camp.
Joey, can you tell us next week what's happening as we wrap up the one-wheel race to South Dakota? What's happening?
Next week, wrapping up the one-wheel races. I don't remember. I was thinking the Great Lake races, but you already mentioned that at the beginning of the.
We have that going. Next week we announce the winner of
The one wheel
I
pint.
was seeing Joey step in there. I was trying to set you
It
up,
is-
Joey.
it's
Sorry,
next
guys. What?
Joey, what do you know?
Just listen to Scott.
Wait, hold on.
I thought you were gonna ask for a redo.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a redo. Joey, what do you know about next week's wrap up of the one wheel race to South Dakota?
You, my friends, will find out who the winner is of the one wheel pint.
So exciting.
There it is, guys.
There it is.
Thank you so much for hanging with us. We love every one of you. We will see you next week because this one is over.